KWOD Sacramento.
The cutting edge of rock.
KWOD 106.5, Pearl Jam with Dissident. And I'm AC. Have some shocking news from Seattle. An electrician working on the roof of the home owned by Kurt Cobain of Nirvana was working on the roof and took a break and looked through the window, found a body in the home that matched the description of Kurt Cobain at 8:56 a.m. Cause of death was a gunshot wound to the head. A suicide note was found. There's no confirmation yet on the identity of the body other than it matches the description of Kurt Cobain, and we'll be getting more reports soon, so we'll keep you up to date.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Hello, yeah. Hi there. How's it going? I was just checking on my prawn cocktail. Just to make sure I had a Thousand Island sauce.
So have we interrupted your tea time, your dinner here or something? What time is it with you?
We're in Chile here, yes, you're right, and we've done a fantastic show here last night to 25,000 people. And it was true everyone says about down here. The fans really appreciate it when you come down here. It's, we're definitely going to be coming back. It was so cool. It was a great show. So
what can we expect when you come up here? Is it going to be different from the last performance you did in November, music-wise? Would you be playing a lot more older stuff, or is there? Have you had? I guess you haven't had a chance to write anything.
Did we do some different stuff? Yeah. I don't know if we was doing Question and Lust before. Oh, there's some different things now. It's nice because Martin sings singing some songs that I sing, and I sing songs that he's singing. We've always sort of done that. As I said before, there's more emphasis on the performance, and I think that's the key thing. There's a lot more fun with it. It's a very, very different show, and really you have to just be there, really, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
And I'm plugging myself, of course, but I'm one of the best.
Hey, far away.
No, really, you should come out and have a look, because it's such a different show, and so come along and have a look. See what you think. You won't be disappointed.
What's happened to Andy?
We didn't let you down there. Yeah, did we?
No, you didn't. You got the place rocking like nobody's business last time around. What's happened to Andy Fletcher?
Andy's a little unwell at the moment, and plus he's had to go off to various different places, New York and stuff, to eat, just to kind of get his head together and stuff, basically. He's doing business, and his wife's having a baby, and so there's a lot of things going on in his life at the moment that he needed to be away to do, and we've been on the road for a year. So, I wish him well, and at the moment Daryl Bamonte is playing with us, who is a long-time friend, and Conrad for the last, I don't know how many years. I've known him probably about 20 years. And but he's been working with the band since we began. I mean, he used to sort of hump things around on stage when we were playing little clubs all over the place. And so there's really there wasn't anyone else that would fit the job at all, really. It was like obvious that a couple of us at first, it was Daryl, and we talked about it together, and then he spent some time rehearsing, a lot of time rehearsing with Alan. He learned all the parts because he's a very capable player, and and he's fitting in really well. And because he's a friend, we're still having the same. It's totally fun now. We really have a lot of fun up on the stage together. You look around and see everyone smiling and laughing. It's a completely different vibe, and I think that flows into the audience.
Right. That's going to be real visually stimulating.
Yeah, it's a lot more. Yeah, there's a lot more sort of visual excitement and energy coming from the band, I would say.
Right.
That's the difference, and it's a band thing. It's not like, I'm down kind of on my own on a big, huge stage, and there's, everybody else is up on some kind of 14-foot pedestal, and I feel now like I have a lot of support from my gang.
Yeah. It must be amazing to be on the road for such a long time that you've been on the road. I mean, have you had any break? Have you managed to get away at all since you've been?
Not really. I mean, we're really just wrapped up in it, and this is what I'm doing now. Sometimes you're really having a great time, other times you're really missing the people you love.
Yeah.
And you just gotta. It's up and down. We're just four guys that are playing a rock and roll band, but we've been on the road for a year now, and yes, everybody does need a break. But we get a few weeks off before we start the next leg. I think everybody needs that.
Yeah.
But we're still having a lot of fun, and I think we've all learned a great deal on this tour.
So what about all these malicious rumours about this being your last tour? Is there any truth to that?
That this is our last tour?
Yeah, the rumours are floating around.
I think every tour we kind of go away and everyone wonders if it's our last tour. I mean, especially the band, to be quite honest, because we kind of leave it like that. We just go, see ya, and then we don't see each other for maybe 6 months or a year.
Mm-hmm.
But we've talked about it quite a bit this time, and different times, you know, those drunken times in bedrooms when you just sit in there chatting with Martin and going, I love you, man. And then talking about things, you know, as you do. But a lot's come out, and I think we'll all go away and probably do little projects on our own, whatever it may be. But we know that we've tentatively said we're going to get back together at the end of the year and talk about what we want to do.
Right.
And we need to spend time with our families and loved ones, and then regroup as we always do. And if it's not there, we won't do anything. If it's there, then we get back together. It's been a tough couple of years. It's hard for me, to be honest, with true perspective, to say how I'm going to feel, you know, in 6 months' time. Because it's a state of mind being on the road completely.
What part of Sacramento does the wife come from? Whereabouts in town is it?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Are you allowed to answer that or not?
No, you'd have to ring up. You'd have to ring up Pop or something there. You have to ring up either Diana or Russ to find that out. I'm not sure, actually.
I hear you.
I'm sure it was from the same sort of odd place that I came from in Basildon.
Basildon.
It's probably, I think Basildon and Sacramento are probably very equivalent in different countries,
it always,
to be quite honest.
The sun always shines in Basildon, doesn't it?
And it always smells of cows.
Hey, we're looking forward to it. May the 12th, Sacramento. Dave Gahan, thank you very much indeed. Good luck with the tour up until now. And we'll see you.
Thanks very much, mate.
In a couple of weeks. Take care.
With me on the line right now, calling from New York, is Jane Wiedlin. Hi, Jane.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Real good. It's really good to have you back with the Go-Go's.
Thank you.
All right. My big question is, whose idea was it to get back together?
Well, what happened was IRS Records decided to release this retrospective, and we heard about it, and we knew that we had all the unreleased rare songs and all the behind-the-scenes photos. So we called them and said, can we please be involved? And once we started looking through all the old photos and stuff, we all got real nostalgic and thought, well, why don't we just give them some new songs, too? So we wrote a bunch of new songs and recorded 3 of them. And that's how we came up with Has the Whole World Lost Its Head?
All right.
And after doing that, we decided may as well just stay together because it felt great.
So you're back together for good? Or
Yeah.
what? Really?
Yeah.
So you'll continue to record together and, and tour?
Yep.
All right. Well, your new album is Return to the Valley of the Go-Go's, and like you said, it's a retrospective. How long have you been on tour now?
The tour hasn't actually started. We're in New York because we did the David Letterman show last night.
All right.
Yeah. And
was he easy to get? So that aired last night?
Yeah.
How was he easy to get along with, or what?
He's really shy. He never talks to us.
Really?
Yeah, he came up afterwards and said hi, but we hung out with the band and Paul Schaefer. Those guys are really nice.
Oh yeah, I bet Paul's really cool.
Yeah, he's the greatest.
Did you jam with him?
We did jam a little bit.
All right. So The Whole World Lost Its Head, one of the new songs. I noticed you get songwriting credits for that. What was your contribution to that song?
Well, Kathy had the idea for, the title, and I, basically helped her write the lyrics.
Well, it seems like it isn't just party lyrics, like it's saying something more than that.
Well, I think it's kind of a comical look at the media and just how wacky everything seems to be getting.
Right.
But it's very tongue-in-cheek.
Right. Do you, have you ever wanted to write that way, like social commentary lyrics, or have you always just wanted to do party stuff?
No, I've written a lot of political type songs, and especially with my solo career.
Right.
But I don't know. I think the best songs are just ones that come from your heart for whatever it is.
When you first started, when you got together in the late 70s, how proficient were you as musicians?
I was totally non-proficient. In a word.
But how did you evolve into the band you became?
I don't know. We just, we started in 1978, and we played all the clubs in L.A., and we played a lot in San Francisco, and, we just played hundreds and hundreds of shows, and just naturally you get better when you play that often.
Right. It seemed like it happened pretty quickly. Did you feel that?
Well, it took us 3 years to get a record deal, that part of it felt slow, but then once the record came out, it took a year for that first record to go to #1, which apparently is fairly unusual, but like it did all seem like it was happening really fast.
Right, considering that you really didn't know how to play in the beginning, but like after all those shows, then you developed the talent.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about talent, but yeah, we just lucked out, I guess.
So everyone works together well again.
Yeah, really well.
Good. All right. Well, say hi to everybody for me.
I will.
And I hope to see you next month. I'm going to the show. I hope I get to meet you next month, Jane.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So let's do a request, or what's your favorite Go-Go song ever?
Our Lips Are Sealed.
Well, then I'll play it for you.
Thank you.
And Jane, thanks for calling in today.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
KWOD 106.5 with Personal Jesus from Depeche Mode. Before that, we heard Rats from Pearl Jam, and kicking us off were the Lemonheads with The Great Big No, 15 minutes past 3. Good afternoon. If you're heading off to San Francisco tonight to see Concrete Blonde, we have it on first-hand, what should we say, advice, knowledge, that it's going to be a stonking show.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be a really awesome... We're buttering you up here. Johnette Napolitano from Concrete Blonde, it's a pleasure to speak to you.
And you. Thank you very much.
No, thanks for taking the time out to chat to us. So what's happening? What are you doing tonight?
What's happening? We're going to do a little bit of everything. We had a couple of days off, so we should be in mighty good form.
I feel so... This glamorous pop star life, it isn't as glamorous as it's made out to be, is it?
It's a real bore. It's every band's dream to get a record deal, and then you find that when you get it, everybody starts telling you what to do. And it's supposed to be, if I wanted to work a 9-to-5 job, I could have done that, but music is supposed to be a free-form way of life, and I have trouble fitting in with everybody's concept of what my job should be. So
well, that's the materialistic world,
take some time off and do some different things. I think Jim might actually be playing with the band from up here, and we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short life, so you got to do everything you can.
So when do you guys officially kind of split and go your own way?
L.A. is the last date, and I think that's the 10th.
Right.
And that's going to be the last gig, yeah.
That's the last big one together.
Yep.
Michael Stipe. How on earth did he come up with Concrete Blonde?
I don't know. Well, we were called Dream 6 early on, and we had finished what was to become the first Concrete Blonde album. We recorded an EP for our own label, Happy Hermit, and then we recorded an album. And we were going to put that out, and Miles Copeland of IRS heard it, and he signed us on and put it out. The only thing that he said, and it was a real relief to us, because he didn't screw with our music. He liked our songs, he liked our mix, he liked our recording, he liked everything. He liked, the way we were doing our stuff, and every other label in town wanted to tell us what to do. But it's the only suggestion he had was that Dream 6 there was Dream Syndicate and LA Dream Academy, and there was all these dream bands, and he suggested that we change the name. So somebody that we knew was with Michael, and he said, Concrete Blonde's a good name for a band. And so, we knew IRS wouldn't argue with Michael.
Yeah.
And and it sounded good to us, and it's a real cool, I don't think it even means anything, it's just sometimes words put together on their own, like a picture or something. The words look good,
Yeah, yeah, you're right. They glue together, don't they?
Yeah, strangely. Mm-hmm.
Well, Concrete Blonde, it's a shame to see you guys disappearing. But,
well, Jim and Tom Peterson and I and Brian McLeod from Wire Train just did a song that Westerberg and I wrote together the other night, and it was a lot of fun. So I think Jim and I will probably do movie things here and there. I, for one, want to spend more time in Europe, on my own, and the guys really don't like it over there very much. So it's just a good thing. Jim, wants to play with some other people, and it's just time. It's just time that we've got a live album that we're going to work on putting out, and we've never had one before. I think IRS is putting together a B-side record, and so there's quite a bit of stuff yet to be had that we've never put out before. So it's just time for to see what else we can do.
It's a natural progression. You're
yeah,
right. That's nice. We're going to play out with Tomorrow Wendy.
Okay.
Because it's just a gorgeous song. And thank you very much. Tonight you are at the Warfields.
That's right. Always a good time for us at the Warfield.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Hey, look, good luck for the future.
Thanks very much. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
Okay, we'll see you tonight then.
Thanks, Johnette. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.